down now. I haven't put the sounds on, I think it drowns out a bit too much when you're filming. Hi all, I thought I'd just bring you up to date with what I'm doing. I've decided to ballast all this area now. This is something I've done so far, as you can see. But you know, I had that underlay. It sort of lifted it a bit and it didn't look right. But what I've done, I've just ballasted over at top, and then I've used the sleeper grime, Railmatic sleeper grime. That's the stuff. I know a lot of you have got spray guns and what have you, but this is straight out of the tin. Cheap price, $6.95. But once you've ballasted over your track, you do it your way, all of different ways. I'll just show you what I'm doing now. And then just spray over with that, and then of course you can put your greenery in between or whatever you want in between, or you can just leave it as ballasted. But it's a good product. I keep saying I'll get myself a spray gun, but anyway, I'll show you what I've done. So I've just ballasted that area now up to there. Usual thing, brush it and etc, etc, using your fingers and to level it out. I'll just do a bit up here and then I can show you how I do it. These ballast spreaders, all you do is just fill it up and drive it along, steadily along. I'll just do a little bit just to show you. And then, can you see that alright? Just get a brush, get the brush and just brush it all through. You can see there's some ballast down there from before, but when I spray the grime on, it'll all come out the same colour, won't it? This is more or less how I do it anyway, but people do it different ways. I hate doing it, to be honest. I haven't gotten to the end, but then just run your finger over like that, it helps it clear it. You can see what I mean there now. I haven't finished that bit. Just go up to the top. And then of course you've got to glue it, PV8. But that's just to show you how I do it. Right, what I do then is I get a sprayer, and it's just water with a few drops of washing up liquid, and spray all that ballast. And this will then, when you put your PVA on, PVA mixture, it'll soak through a lot easier. You need to get it wet, otherwise, as I say, your PVA won't soak in properly. No, you get the odd bit squared over, but I can sort that out when it's dry. It'll just put that spray paint on as well, you won't see the odd bits. But that's, I'll just show you how I put my PVA on anyway. And what I do, I use a syringe. You can see it's a syringe. It's I make a mixture up around about 60–70% PVA, a little bit thicker with this, rest water, and again a drop of washing up liquid, and then just run it down the track. It'll soak through. I know, I think probably a bit much. I think it might be a bit too thick this actually, but that'll soak its way through now. And hopefully, well, it will be by tomorrow, that will all set. I'll just have to make it a bit thinner. I've probably done this a bit thick. It's coming out alright. You need to get plenty on, and it needs to soak in. Otherwise, you know what happens. First time you put it back on, half of it's lifted again. But you get the general idea there. So some people do it differently. I don't know. I'm soaking in that now. I'll show you tomorrow anyway when that's dried out, and we'll spray it. And then of course we'll put the foliage in between. Right, well, as you can see, what I've done is I've tried to mask it on either side now. So we'll use this rail match, and you can see what it looks like then. But moral of the story is probably far better to do it before you do your scenics. Anyway, here we go. I'll have to clear the nozzle out, give it a good clean, and then try again. I'll just go and clean it. Right, I've cleaned it out, so it should work better now. Oh, that's better. Well, the moral of the story is clean the ends off when you're done. I'm just going to go to there and I'll show you what the end result is then. And so when all that's dry, then put the grass in the middle. Right, well, it's going to take a while to dry now, so what I'm just going to do, I'll run a cloth and a bit of spray tan on top of those tracks, and then of course when it's dry you go over with the rubber and it'll be alright. That just gets the thicky stuff. It'll be dry by tomorrow, that will be dry in another hour or so. I'm afraid that ballast wasn't 100% dry yet. Oh dear, a little bit of brown paint on that car. Have to get my spirit on that. Anyway, you get the idea now. I'll show you when I've got a bit further. I'll come back to this now and it's all dried out. Not too bad at all. I just run the rubber over the rails. But I'm just putting some of that medium green, well, it's burnt grass actually, coarse turf and some underbrush. It's up to you. I say you can keep it just as ballast if you want, but I just keep putting a bit of this here and there, and of course then PV8 on. I'll just spread a bit more and I should put some PVA on. As you can see, when it's all dried out, it don't look so bad, does it? Oh, and don't forget, I've got these, I've got some more of those grass tufts again. I've shown them you before. It's about £5 odd for a box full. I put the odd one down on between the rails there, different colours. Not too many on that finger. But they're all self-adhesive. Oops, just had that little bit, don't they? And you can cover up things like, I've got some dropper wires there, so just cover it over with that. Anyway, I'll just PVA this, and when it's all dry then I think we'll just run a few trains on. Oh, I've got another thing I wanted to show. The other thing was this track painter, rusty rail colour. It's a pen, again Woodland Scenics. I know on the other side where I've sprayed it, it won't going to be making odds, but you might have seen it past. I've done some rails, but yeah, it's quite effective, is that? Anyway, that's the product. I've forgotten how much I paid for it. I don't think it's that much. Anyway, an easy way to get your rusty rails. And don't paint it on the top, which I've just done. Soon like that off that. Yeah, not bad. Just get my rubber and rub the top of that off. And there you can see the effect of that. I've just been adding some of that underbrush and coarse turf to the edges by that fence. Again, it just adds that little bit, if you see what I mean. I'll just put some more there. Oh, messy worker, but when this all dries up then I can, and again I just squirt my PVA on. I've done it all the way along there, but just showing you. And just tap it down. And by tomorrow that'll be dry, and then we can clean it all up on that. It's all these little things that just add touches to your layout. Right, as you can see now, it's I've got the grass down and the foliage, etc, etc. So it just looks a lot better now. It's all dried out as this now. I'm just going to run the cleaner down. I've done it down with the rubber because obviously with that paint you get something that sticks on. It comes off easy enough with the rubber, and I'm just going to run now my Class 24 with the track cleaner on. Down nice and steady, that CMX track cleaner with the Class 24 there. I use that Goo Gone, and also quite a few use it. It's quite good actually. And once you've done it, use trains around it, it's all done. You can see there, it just adds that bit more. I've put a bit more around the edges there as well. It looks a lot better, I think so anyway. So there you go then. When you've done it, to test your track, get your West Loco, or the one with the least pickups, which I'm not saying it's a bad loco, but what I'm saying is it's, you see what I mean, it's less pickups, so if there's any fault at all, that will find it. And just clean that little bit extra with the rubber. Yeah, there's one or two here, see. It's not almost, I mean after painting obviously you get some further. Right, well I've run that rubber down, that track again, and as you can see, coming down nice and slowly, no problem now. As I say, with these smaller locos, if there's any dirt on track, I'll let you know that they find it, they do. I'll just take a look at it all now again. As you can see, it's I've vacked up the bits that cleaned it up, and the grass is stuck down now, foliage, and it don't look too bad. Could be better, but it'll do. I'll take you right down to the far end, and then a bit more awkward trying to spray there with platforms in. You can see some overspill there, but I should have masked it a lot better, but anyway, just don't look too closely. I think it looks maybe a bit too much, I don't know, but it don't look too bad, does it? And I say, you can see with this is how it was before, with the underlay and what have you. It's alright, but after a while you think, look better with that ballast on. is one I've not run on here before for a long time. It's the Windsor Castle from Thornbury. It's one of the first roll course I ever bought. Nice and local is that. Never seemed to run right well though, but it seems to be okay now.